Hello, and today on Whiskey in the Big Thicket, we are going to review Lucky 7 The New Yorker, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey finished in Amburana casks. So stay tuned. Hello, I'm Mark, and welcome to Whiskey in the Big Thicket. Today, we're going to try another bourbon. I know I'm not a big bourbon fan, so I will go ahead and pour this. I just had a little problem with the video, so I actually have already had a pour of this, so the video didn't work out, so I have to do this again. So anyway, this is Lucky 7. They are a kind of a, I guess, a bottler, bourbon or whiskey company, founded by two friends who big film enthusiasts. They currently source their whiskey from the Bardstown Bourbon Company. So, anyway, this is the New Yorker. This is the first time I've ever tried anything from Lucky 7. The New Yorker. This is 58.5% ABV Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey finished in Amburana casks. It retails for about $79.99. It is 70% corn, 20% rye, and 9% malted barley. So. The only other thing, so really there's not much about the company other than it's founded by these two guys who are kind of friends, who film enthusiasts, and they have like a core line. They make like 3 or 4 different bourbons. I don't know that they really have it in my area, but I found this online. So kind of doing an August Amburana month. So for Whiskey in the Thicket, we're going to do Amburana in August, which is just a few weeks from right now. But anyway, so what else could I tell you? Oh, Amburana is a tree from Brazil and I think Uruguay, a couple countries in South America. You'll often hear it referred to as oak. It is not an oak. It's not Brazilian oak or Amburana oak. It is a subfamily of oak. It is actually in the Lagoon family, which peanuts are in the Lagoon family, so it probably has more in common with peanuts than it does with oak. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know all that biology, family tree stuff. But anyway, so, yeah. So it is not actually oak. Amburana is kind of its own thing. And it's you see a lot of companies producing whiskey in Amburana right now. It's kind of a very popular thing. I think Amburana is one of those things, you like it or you hate it. I probably like it. I would have to say I'm not a big bourbon fan, but I have to admit the bourbons that I've tried in Amburana I like. So maybe I like Amburana. We'll just say that I do. So anyway, I will just go ahead and show it to you in the bottle. Or in the glass first. There you go. It is natural color, no chill filtration. This is a really cool bottle, I think. Get it right up there close. I got a cool thing on the back. Cool, this is a pattern. It's got a little 7 on there. It says foolproof. So, okay. Let me give it a nose. Yep, get that Amburana Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Absolutely. I get raisins, chocolate. I don't get as much of the corn as I thought I would for something that's 70% corn, which for me is a good thing. I think corn's just too sweet. That's why I'm not really a huge, that's why I like Scotch or, those low percentage bourbons and ryes. Well, I like high rye, so, but I mean, when I like a bourbon, I like it with, that low 51% kind of, but I mostly like scotches and single malts. Yeah, cinnamon, like raisin bread, like buttered raisin bread. Get that cinnamon, the raisin, the bready note, butter on it. Getting a little nuttiness to this, kind of like maybe a little hazelnut. Yeah, a caramel apple. Very good. I'm getting a little bit, tiny bit of leather. I'm not getting oak at all. All right, it's pretty balanced. Got, you definitely get that Amburana Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm getting that raisin bread, getting, the raisin fruitiness with some butter on there and breadiness and caramel apple fruit. Yeah. All right. Yep. Amburana Cinnamon Toast Crunch, for sure. Getting some pepper, mid-palate. Getting that apple, caramel apple kind of at the end. Yeah, it's not overpowering. Definitely, I mean, there's definitely a big Amburana influence. I've had ones that were much, much, much more prominent and ones that were less. This is kind of leans towards more the heavy Amburana finish, but really kind of in the middle. But yeah, very good. All right, a little bit of a change. That Amburana is not, it's more balanced now. I'm getting that Amburana, but not like powerful. And I am getting a little bit of that corn now, that little sweetness. Seems to be a little bit more balanced now that my palate is acclimated to the nose. So yeah, I am getting that Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but I get chocolate, I get raisin bread, that caramel apple, getting a little bit of corn and a little bit of that leather and some hazelnut. So very good. All right. Yeah. All right. Starts with that sweet cinnamon toast crunch and raisin bread, buttered raisin bread. And then it gets peppery in the mid palate. It's, spicy cinnamon and black pepper. Finish is kind of this cinnamon raisin oatmeal and apple pie kind of finish. So yeah, it's kind of weird because it was cinnamon apple more on the palate, on the nose, and really more to like apple pie on the palate. So yeah, very good. I'm not a big bourbon fan, so I don't typically do a lot of bourbons, but I got to fill up my channel, so I did this. I found this. I don't even know that I can find this locally, but I do like this. I would keep this on my shelf. I would drink it and I would share it. So would I go 9? I don't know. This is certainly one of the best bourbons I've ever had. Again, I haven't tried a ton of bourbons, but I really like this. So yeah, but I think I like Amburana, so I will go 9. I think I'm being generous, but I am going to go with a 9 out of 10 on my 10-point Likert scale. Likert scales, the higher your number, the less reliable it becomes. So if you're using like a 100-point Likert scale, that's not going to be very reliable, and it is pronounced Likert. I was corrected on my dissertation defense about that. It is a Likert scale. So I use 5 points. I don't feel like gives me enough nuance. So I use 10 point, so that's why I come up with a 10 point liquor scale. I'm giving it a 9. All right, thanks, and we'll see you next time.